One lobby, 4 legends, the #1 pro in the world, 2 YouTube stars, and 1 epic battle. What happens when these forces collide? Find out now. Welcome back, gentlemen, to the War of Dots Versus. You are going to want to strap in for this one because today we have a truly special, high-stakes featured episode. Joining us today is none other than the world #1 ranked champion at the time of this recording, Girth McSlammer. Whether you know him as the Girthinator, the Girthmeister, the Girtharino, making copies out there, or just the man who dominates the leaderboard, this legend is here to show us how it is done. But a #1 player needs a worthy challenger, so we called in a veteran. You know him, you love him, you've definitely seen his content. Mr. Leecros is in the house. Now, the best part, Lee was actually reluctant to jump in, as you saw in the intro. But Girth and I managed to pull him in, and he couldn't say no to a lobby this stacked. And I just want to say thank you to everyone here joining today. Rounding out this lobby of legends is a great friend of the channel, Mr. Bartek, and of course, your host, me, myself, and I, Mr. Bunal Gaming. This is a 1v1v1v1 for the ages. 4 generals, 1 map, and a whole lot of chaos. Run away! Before the first dot drops, do me a huge favor. If you're excited to see the world #1 player in action, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We are a growing channel. We are building this empire together, and every single one of you helps get us closer to the top of the ranks. This game was actually played in one of my live streams. So when you see me streaming, jump in because you don't know who's going to be there and who you can play. All right, enough talk. The map is set. The legends are ready. Without any further ado, let's jump straight into this battle. Okay, generals, now welcome back to my 1v1v1 with the #1 player, Girth McSlammer, our YouTube friend, Leecros, and our friend of the channel, Mr. Bartek. As we see, Leecros starts backing up, taking over his cities, and oh my gosh, how embarrassing. Bartek,
how embarrassing,
snuck around immediately through one of those gaps and took a city. That is an excellent power play from him. Congratulations, Bartek. I thought we were friends. I see how it is. But you know what? 2 could play at that game because I'm going to come back here and find one of his cities lacking as well. How embarrassing, though. Like, we got the #1 player here, we got another YouTuber, and immediately this Bartek dude comes in and steals the city from me. Hey, c'est la vie. There's not a lot of movement here going on, though. Lee took his cities over. He's just kind of chilling, not doing very much. Same with Girth over here. Looks like he's got his cities he's starting to cycle through and maybe starting to probe a little bit on the Bartek side. I am now like really mainly just focused on getting back my city and not losing any other cities. You can see Bartek here is still pushing he's probing different areas here, so that's pretty smart. Mr. Girthie over here, he's definitely making advances on that far eastern front. I am doing some cycling here myself. I'm pulling back my fatigued units and I'm trying to get a cycle going on my own. You can see Bartek trying to probe himself on the Girthie side as well. Lee, though, is just sitting in the back. He's not doing very much right now. He's just chilling, getting his army up. No casualties yet at all. I, right now, am in #1 casualties, almost 100k, closing in on 100k for myself, with Bartek in second at 47 and Mr. Girth at 17k. At near 4 minutes in, Lee has not made a move yet. He's just chilling, waiting.
up there, bastard trees.
I, on the other hand, am, again, still just getting back my city. I'm not going to let that stand. What a good sneak. Like, he really just kind of snuck right through that line there. And boom, there it is. Now we got him encircled, and we're back to stasis here. It cost us 100,000 men almost. Cost us almost 90,000 casualties. That city. And now Bartek is in a little bit trouble in his east. His guys are getting pretty chewed up. Now he's got some circles going on there from Girthie. I'm probing up here, but I'm going to pull back. And Lee is now, Lee's now making a move. He's actually got some casualties going on here, about 5 minutes in. And Bartek is now the leader in casualties with 93,000 lost versus my 86,000. If you look, though, at our economies, I'm hitting #1 in space. I'm making the most money right now. I have the best reserves. I think I got my economy on 0 right now. I'm not spending any money right now. Got a nice defensive wall for myself built. Girth is overextending a little bit here. And now I'm going to start pushing. I feel like I think I can start making moves here on Bartek and kind of get him back for his initial attack on me. But I am now catching up on him, so I got him encircled here myself. You can also see Lee is making some pretty big attacks here on Girthie, and now Girth is in 2nd place. I am now moved to 3rd place in casualties. Girth is over 100,000 now. Bartek is at 115. Bartek's pulling back because I'm advancing on his lower city, but his eastern city now is about to fall to Girth. He's got him completely surrounded, but Lee is pushing on the west side now. He's doing some cycling. Are we going to be able to knock out the #1 player? #1 player is going good on one side, and he's getting hit on the other side as well. But now he did take that city from Bartek. Bartek needs to pull back and reassess. I'm pulling back too. Lee is in an impressive 1st place in casualties with only 26,000 versus Bartek's 124, Girth's 113. I've just passed 100K myself. But if you look at my funds, I have 2K in funds. Bartek, though, with 1,400. We're going to start producing units right now. We need some heavy units, and you can see I start producing a bunch of heavy units, and I'm going to make a heavy unit strike force, basically. Ooh, Lee has actually suffered quite a bit of casualties. He went from about 4 or 5K to almost 50K pretty quick. I'm going to keep making those moves in the south. I know he's trying to fight Girth, but I definitely want that southern city. Now he's moving on full flank back. I'm pulling him back now, and boop, got you. I got one of them. And now Bartek's going to advance up there. Ooh, Girth is almost in 1st for casualties at right there, just to pass. Girth has now lost the most men in this match, 132 to 131. It is neck and neck with Bartek and Girth over here fighting. My casualties have stayed stagnant. My economy is also booming pretty well. I'm now in 2nd place, 3rd place casualties, and well, now I'm still building some heavy units though, but I've got a really good economy going. Lee seems to be kind of, well, no, he's got 70K now. He's almost doubled his casualties from a minute ago. And Bartek is really pushing in that center city. With 150K casualties right now. 1st place casualties. Bartek is close behind. I am chilling. Now, if I had to rethink this in hindsight, I would want to be pushing much quicker into Girth's. I want to play with that Gurthie Center.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the?
But now look at him. He's making that excellent move there. He's going to encircle a big chunk of Bartek right now. Good move. Ooh, that's tough. See, now I should be advancing. If I had hindsight over, I should be advancing on both. But I'm playing it extra cautious. I am shell-shocked from that 1st city being taken immediately. Oh, there we go. I've got my 2nd city. Now I see it opening against Bartek, basically. Again, I should be probably moving harder against Girth right now, but that's what I'm getting set up to do, but I'm not moving as quick as I probably should have. And now you can see Bartek is pulling back in a defensive position. But Girth is still leading in the casualties, 195 to 191. And now Girth is going to reposition his army here. But look at this. Lee is making a surprise amphibious launch on me, bro. Oh my gosh. Let's see how that goes. Amazing. See, now again, I should be moving in my... Oh, there you go. I should be moving a little bit more aggressively, though, I think. But, oh, here's what happens. So I start moving against Girth, which would be perfect. It's going to be helping out everybody, I think. But then I realize that now Lee is attacking me from behind. And now I get shell-shocked again. And I start worrying about I'm overextended in one direction versus the other. But I do have the most troops now. And I have almost the least casualties. Lee just lost a pretty good chunk of men there in that invasion. He did not succeed with that naval invasion. That's a whole nother story. How do you guys feel about the naval part of this? I mean, it is fun and it's interesting to have that naval option, but it can be difficult to get to work. As you just saw, there's 3 ships versus my 1 guy, and they could not push through. Yep, so now I'm going to pull back. I'm getting a little bit nervous. I just got invaded by Lee in the back. And I don't want to be the one pushing here. I want to be in defensive position. I feel like I have the most troops. I've got a good chunk of cities now. I feel like I don't need to be pushing. I think they can come to me. That's my thinking right now. And we see Girth is at number 1 position for casualties, 195. Then it's Bartek, 192. I'm at 112. And Lee's at 107. Lee's out of money. Bartek is in number 1 with the money now. I am in second with money. And I'm still leading the troops at 312k versus Lee's 250. So I have a pretty significant lead in the infantry. I'm starting to probe here against Girth, but I'm going to get a little bit nervous here as I'm attacking and it's not as quickly as I hope it would go. It's quite intimidating. I mean, he just saw me lose my city, my first city, within like 1 minute of gameplay, and now I'm trying to attack him. So I'm cautious. I'm playing it very cautious. I'm pulling back a bunch. I think it's the right move in the time because you can see my guys are not doing that well. I'm trying to cycle, but either his cycle's better or just that forest area is really hurting me. You can see Bartek here trying to push and do that. That's excellent. He should be, in hindsight, if you look at it, he should be doing that a little bit more. He could probably encircle them pretty quickly, in fact, if he would have pushed. My economy is now booming. I've got all my cities covered. And Lee and me are about even in the troop count. Lee is doing really good on his army as well. But Lee has basically ceded and moved away from that front against Girth here. I'm really trying to just keep my line. And I'm definitely feeling a bit overextended. Like that line against Girth is very heavy, but then I've got some big gaps against Lee right now. And I can see him trying to fill those a little bit, but those are some big gaps that they can start sneaking through. So not really liking this line I've got, basically. And Girth is so bunched up here that it's kind of hard to do. And you can see here's Bartek moving. Yep, try to push up a little bit farther, and you can encircle those guys. Yep. Okay. Girth still has now the highest casualties, 218, 220 versus 215 on Bartek's side. There's some pushes going on here. Ooh, Girth is trying to encircle. He's doing pretty good. He's got one of Bartek's heavies encircled up there. And now I'm trying to push a little bit, but I'm still not really getting good traction there. I don't know. Now my casualties are at 145, but I got 306,000 troops. And now moving some of my lighter troops in to fight versus the heavies. Ooh, look at look at Girth here moving down that big flanking move. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! What is happening? Oh, Bart. Ooh, but look at that. See, that's how quick well, it's flipping back and forth, but he almost re-encircled Girth right there. That could have flipped it real bad, but nope. You can see what's happening there. That's a huge casualties. Now Bartek has jumped in the lead by almost 300k losses versus 256. That was huge loss there. We're fighting up north too. I'm fighting against Girth as well, but again, I'm not doing very good the cycling up on that line. But now we're pushing in the south because I know that Bartek looks to be in trouble. He's completely leading his cities. We've got to scoop it up here. We've got to take it while we can, as many of the cities as we can. Improve our economy. See, I pulled back my line against Girth because it's trying to get angles on him, but there we go. Let's see if that does anything. I'm closing in on 200k, and look, Lee is just chilling. See, Lee's still sitting there. He's only got 100k casualties. He's got 318,000 troops. Lee's sitting pretty right now. Again, I should be pulling back. If I was smart, I think I'd just pull back and make a line to secure Bartek's cities and try to make a line that way. Because now Girth's going to get 1, 2, right, 3 cities, essentially. And that's just going to put him in a much better position, obviously. Now he's leaving that city. Oh, am I going to notice? I'm kind of busy up north trying to fight. Now I'm trying to establish that line a little bit better. But I need to move my guys back. See, I've got almost 200k losses. And look up here at Lee. Look at Lee again with this naval invasion. Oy. I think, oh, there we go. So now I've got 2. There we go. That's exactly what I want. I got 2 of the Bartek cities. Bartek is still around. He's moving, but I've got 2 cities now making this line. Here comes Girth. He's really pushing hard. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle that. I'm still trying to. He's catching me slipping. He's definitely moving really strong on me down there. And I cannot counter it. Yeah, I can't. I've got my army stuck up there. I should have moved that back earlier. That's what I was saying. If hindsight, should have moved that advancing front back and then secured the cities I could have. Bartek cities versus trying to push at the same time. Because then I'd have 2 or 3 more cities fully secured and a defensive line. And there is Lee with the naval invasion again. My man. See, right now, Bartek, I think, was in chat, like, yelling at me to quit fighting him because we're supposed to be on a team. And he's like, why are you fighting Lee? I was like, bro, like, Lee's attacking me, man. Like, what do you mean, why am I attacking him? Why am I taking the cities? He was attacking me here first, you know? Oh, but, man, look at Girth down here in the south. Really pushing hard. Ugh. Yep, see, now he's got me. Yep, trying to pull back, but that's a nasty encirclement. Oh man, that's gonna put me. Look at me. That's like 50,000 troops. 50,000 troops in a very short time lost. And now Girth's like he's like he knows I'm done and he wants to go against Lee. Look at this. He completely abandoned me. But don't count me out just yet. Maybe. We'll see. Are you guys liking this content? If you are, please consider liking and subscribing. This was a live stream I did, and we had all these awesome players join my live stream, and we played the game. So join, like, subscribe, and then you can potentially join these games too. And if you join my membership program, then you get a guaranteed spot. We'll definitely play. I'll make time to play. We'll schedule matches to record and feature as well. But look at this. Oh, look at... Oh. Girth is really, really good at the blob. So if you're learning anything today from Girth that I'm seeing here, it's really he is... You know, other than he's really good at the cycling management, you can see there's lots of guys in the backfield moving a lot. He's really good at the blob and the... You know, the curl around, which is I try to do quite a bit myself. Now here I go attacking Lee. Now again, this is where Bartek was yelling at me in chat. Homeboy, he was just naval attacked me 2 or 3 times. Like, yeah, I'm gonna take his cities now. Like, there's no honor amongst thieves. So there we are. Yep. And I am actually just now catching up to Girth's losses. Girth had a huge lead in the death toll on his side for a long time, but now I am about to meet him, and I'm sure surpass him pretty quick here. But I'm also building a pretty good line. You can also see taking over red cities in the north, and I'm building a good defensive line in the south as well. Girth, though, has 277,000 troops, and he's got the best economy. My economy's number 2, but I have the least amount of troops. He's in the back. He's in my backfield now. He's got a good... Yep, he's pretty good encircling. That was a good move. I mean, yeah, I don't know what else I can do here because I want to keep a pretty strong line. Maybe I could have spread him out a little bit more to stop the encircle, but... Yeah, I mean... See, now he's got a good cycle going. He's pulling guys out. He's pushing guys in. He's really coordinated in that way pretty well. I now have... We've got almost even casualties, 354, 355. Lee has the least casualties still with just passing 300k. I'm about to take his... Is that his capital, I think? No, his capital is... I'm about to take another city, though, from Lee here in a second. But yep, Girthy's got that southern blob going. Lee is still holding pretty well, though. I'm trying to cycle as best I can, but it's not as good as at this point. And my city count is less now, so it's harder to bring reserves in. But I'm trying here. Ugh. We did finally get that city up north. Oh, and we were going to take another one, but then he resupplied it pretty quickly, right as we were about to jump in there. Girth has very much got that big old blob on me still in the south. He's got 2 big blobs, and he's got a decent little reserve as well. You can see there. He's got like 6, 7, 8 pretty healthy units in the back ready to move in. So he's definitely using his strategic reserves strategically. Ooh. I'm still pushing against Lee. He's definitely got the least amount of troops, even though I don't even have 100,000 either myself right now. So, ooh. I see a little bit of a circle. I'm trying to take some kind of advantage of it, but. You know, he's got a couple more units than me already, so it's kind of hard for me to take too much of advantage. He's about to encircle that lot right there too. Ooh, blobbing. He's got a good chunk of blobs making circles, and he's actually pretty good at this that like circle, not circle, but like jog. Instead of drawing a straight line, he's got some good angles there. Pretty good at the alt move, I think is what I'm trying to say. There you go. I think I made it past Lee. Lee's going to collapse here before me. I took over his capital, so I've got 2 capitals now. Basically my way of bragging that, hey, in a game against Lee, who's an excellent YouTuber, a game against Girth, who is ranked #1 in the world, and against Bartek, who has beat me several times, hey, I made it 2nd place in this match, guys. Hey, congratulations to me. Yes, it is my day for glory. I know that Girth right now has 400,000 troops just marching through the world, but yes, it is my victory today, making it to be second place against the #1 champion in the world. I think the math of that is I'm now second place, right? Isn't that how that works? Am I second place in the world? Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. This was an awesome experience. Like I said, I was just streaming. I try to stream every Sunday, and these guys all showed up in my stream, and we played a couple matches. I have some more videos I'm going to make later on. So this is not the only video that I have to feature, but this was the most fun one that I felt like it was all 4 of us. Again, it was a lot of fun. So great thanks to Mr. League, great thanks to Mr. Bartek, great thanks to the Girtharino. Oh! All of these guys out there, thank you so much. Go check out their channels if they have a channel. Go like them, subscribe to them as well. Consider liking and subscribing to Mr. Bunal Gaming. I am a new channel. I'm trying to grow. Come watch the live. Join in when I'm on live. You will have an opportunity as well to play with me and potentially another #1 champion in the world. Well, generals, until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the battlefield.